Crisis Room, where we show live historical footage of a crisis and response and analyze it, all while learning what happened at the time. I'm your host Ryan, and let's get our crew into the time machine over to 1215, where King John had just lost his land to King Philip, which would kickstart the crisis of today's episode. King John, King Philip just seized all your land in front of F. Why? King Philip has sided with Hugh the Ninth. Who? Well, you know young Isabella, your new wife. Is she here right now? She's celebrating her 13th birthday today. He was betrothed to Isabella. King Philip has also sent a private letter to you. He summoned me to court, where I may appeal his decision. Will you go? Nah, I don't really feel like it. It was at this moment that the dominoes would start falling and the crisis would begin. King John didn't bother showing up to the hearing, leading to him going to war with France. The actual wars with France aren't relevant. Let's just say that he failed horrendously. Like, he took one sector of his land back before immediately losing it all again. Anyways, let's go see what he does next with our next time travel segment. Over to you. Hey Gerald, raise the taxes again. Maybe like 30%. King John, won't the people mind that we've raised taxes for the 7th time this week? Shut the hell up, Gerald. I need that funding for my wars. They aren't free, you know. Now get back to work. What the hell? He raised taxes again. I don't care that he needs money for his wife's 13th birthday. Or like getting a small piece of land back from France. This is enough! I agree. Why do we have to pay so much for his stupid conquests? I say we rebel! But who would we replace him with? I don't know, but Isabella's expecting. We could use that kid. Wow, you could say that King John has caused a crisis. Sure. We should notify the other 20 barons, and we can gather the people for a civil war. The crisis had happened. King John had raised taxes. His conquests were failing, were bad enough for the kingdom's morale, and did not help to stop the barons' rebellion. The barons were finally responding to King John's abuse of power. They had enough. 25 barons rebelled to King John. I can't pronounce most of these names, so here they are on screen. The most important baron being Robert Fitzwalter. He was the man in charge of the response against King John and gathered the 25 barons against him. King John's cruelty and greed united the powerful feudal nobles, the church leaders, and the people against him. Let's see what King John has to say about the Barons' Rebellion on Historical Interviews. Thanks Ryan, Edgar here. Using the time machine, I've arrived at 1215, the year when the Barons rebelled. The real King John is out right there in the kingdom. Ah, he's here right now. Sir, what are you going to do about the Barons rebelling? Wait, who are you? What's that thing in your hands? Answer the question, Jonathan. Okay, so I've seized their land, but they haven't given up. Guess what I'm going to do? Raise taxes? Taxes, damn. How did you know? Anyways, I seized their land, raised taxes, attempted to arrest them, and branded them and their families as criminals. Sick. Hope you don't lose. And make sure not to go to Bouvin's. On an unrelated note. Wait, why? Oh, sorry, gotta go. Thanks, Edgar. The Baron's land had been seized, but this did not have much of an effect on the rebellion. The Barons were still fighting. Now, it's time for everyone's favorite part of the episode, the crisis analysis. King John's French land had been seized by King Philip after he married Isabella. This, though, was only a crisis for King John's wallet. The actual crisis was that King John was infuriated by King Philip's actions, so he decided to raid France to get his land back. King John didn't have the money to send an army to France, so King John raised taxes for everyone. This made everyone mad at King John, and that was our crisis. Stay tuned as we're going through to the rest of the response after this quick break. Welcome back, everyone. Now that we've established our crisis and we're around halfway through with the response, let's move back to King Philip in France, who will play an important role in the next part, being a crucial member of the rebellion against King John. Hey Hugh, how is old John doing? Oh, him. I'm pretty sure his own barons are rebelling against him. Hilarious, right? Hilarious. It would be fun to join the war against John. It would be nice to stick it to him, especially after he stole your wife. That sounds like a good idea. Let me get my men on organizing an army, and we're all good. King Philip was on his way to England. So let's fast forward a bit to when he arrived into England. And to Bouvines, Edgar will go out into the battlefield again and get another segment of historical interview! Huh? I thought I was just recording. No way I'm going out there. Edgar, I can remotely self-destruct your time machine. So, hello, which baron are you? Huh? Oh, I'm Robert. Well, Robert, are you winning? Are you blind, mate? It's obviously us. We've got this new thing here. Don't think it'll hit off. A Magna Carta. Latin for a bunch of stuff that our guys over at the libraries got for us. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but worth a shot. Yeah, all it does is protect our rights as barons, and makes us and the people unable to be arrested for no reason. Some rules like that. Hey, who are you? Are you with John? Wait, God damn it! Well, that's our response. We've seen it. The culmination of the Baron's response to the crisis of King John raising taxes and abusing his power. The Magna Carta. Let's summarize the response on the final and second best part of the episode, the response analysis. King John and the Barons went to war, and King John seized their land in fury. The common people joined the barons, and King Philip came from France to help. All the battles led to Bouvines, where we saw the Magna Carta, which would be later signed in Runnymede, after all the wars. That's a crisis. That's a response. I'm your host, Ryan, and you just watched an episode of Crisis and Response. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Crisis Room, where we show live historical footage of a crisis and response, and analyze it, all while learning what actually happened at the time. I'm your host Ryan, and let's get our crew into the time machine. Oh, this just in. There actually isn't a response, only freedoms. We're analyzing the crisis of the compromise of Egypt's freedoms as they're happening. Let's pick up our crew and get them into the time machine. So we look at the two main freedoms that are compromised in Egypt. Freedom of media and freedom of religion.
The polls are in. People are mad at us. With the terrorist attacks, trust is at an all-time low. And the journalists from other countries are reporting bad things about us. Oh, don't worry. Let me cook. Get me a beer. Sir, that's haram. Not as haram as what I'll do to you if you don't get me a beer. Okay, sir. Give me 5 minutes.
2 very boring minutes later.
Who's this? This is Peter Grass. He worked with these terrorists, and he is working with anti-Egypt propaganda. Are you actually working with the terrorists? Because if not, it could cause a crisis. I'm not stupid. I am placing him with the blame, and he will not be able to report on us if he is in jail. What about his court case? I guess we could just delay it and he's in jail. Either way. Good idea.
Here, this is one of our biggest cases of freedom of media being restricted. They falsely accused Peter of crimes to stop him from reporting on them. This picture signifies his court case and how he was treated. He was treated poorly and was not given medical care. Let's take a look at one of the last Jewish synagogues in Egypt, the Ben Ezra synagogue, which can help explain the poor freedom of religion in Egypt. But this time, we're bringing back Edgar for historical interviews! Ryan, please, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to see my family. I have kids.
If you do this, and maybe if I'm feeling generous, we'll let some of them live.
No! No! Okay, hello there, Rabbi, how is your day going?
Ooh, the people here harass us all day, and no new people come in. It is one of the last synagogues left in Egypt, and there are only 20 Jewish people in Egypt.
Okay, do you believe the government is enforcing freedom of religion?
Of course not. This image, a building, is proof of that. The government does not allow the building of new temples and new synagogues, and we aren't allowed. We are oppressed and executed every day. The buildings are now tourist attraction. That President, Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, and all the previous presidents are ruining everything for us.
Interesting. Is there anything that you want me to ask?
Ask him how it's like converting from Islam and how they bypass the Constitution.
That's what he said. Answer then, please.
Basically all the time. We see people trying to convert to Judaism and Christianity, but the government takes them and they disappear forever, or take ages in jail. They bypass the Constitution by saying we are practicing extremism. They made us migrate out of here in 1956. That's why there's so few of us left.
Cool, can I please see my family now? Huh? Oh! No. Anyways, what can be seen is that Egypt is not good at all at enforcing freedom of religion. And in fact, they seem to be clearly actively harming the people who worship other religions. Now I understand that while Edgar maybe have differing views, ignore his cries, everything is fine. Let's get our crew to see Omar Ishraf and Dar El Adel, who have not met in real life. This is fiction and all have been used for educational purposes only. Do not take the scene wrongly and assume this happened. Let's see their new comics and how they're doing.
Della, have you finished that new comic of yours?
Yeah, it's magically behind us.
Wow, I wonder, can you explain what this image signifies? Also, my daughter recently turned 12. Should I get her married off?
No! She's too young! The point of the art piece is preventing the sellings of daughters. New laws introduced actually incentivized it, you piece of... Now the families get even more money for basically selling their daughters to slavery. This is wrong. The comics show that the women are sold as slaves in the sense. The government made a law that forces people to pay more for their wives, but this only benefits the sellers, not the wives.
Oh, my bad. My comic shows that the government making bad decisions that don't benefit their people. What does this have to do with freedom of media or freedom of religion? Marriage falls on the freedom of religion, and the government's choosing not to help us. What about you? They're selling their assets to other countries. A crisis happened! If only someone would respond! After this event, Omar Ashraf disappeared, and he was never seen again. This was a violation of freedom of media. The government locked him up because of the cartoons he drew. For if drawing a cartoon can get you disappeared, is there really any way to trust their government? Finally, for our last segment before the analysis, let's get Edgar to check out a protest that'd be a good message with a bad outcome in historical interviews! Can I leave now? No. Sir, what do you think of the protest happening here?
Where the hell are you? Go back to your place behind the line.
Answer, please.
I'm okay. The protests are against our rules, they're against the police.
How are you responding to this? By
Blocking
social media?
Yeah, how did you know?
Doesn't matter. What do you think of blocking media?
It's perfect. We can lock up everyone who disagrees with us.
Now, can I please leave now? Sure, buddy. Anyways, now that we've seen all these images, let's move on to the best part of the episode, the crisis freedom analysis! The Egyptian government had not allowed people to marry whoever they want and be whatever religion they wanted. This was a violation of their freedom of religion, so the people protested, which caused the government to block social media, a violation of freedom of media. In turn, many people made fun of the government at different times, and the government arrested all of the people they could, including Peter and Omar. The other religions are locked up and punished, and if you switch from Islam, you are most likely going to be arrested or killed. That's a crisis, freedom! I'm Ryan, and you just saw a crisis to do with freedoms! Stay tuned for the next episode to do with, I don't know, I'm not really doing anything, yep. What did he send me? Last I know, I was talking with the president of Egypt. Where? Oh God! What year is it? Say what year?
Huh?
What year is this? It's 2001. 2001. Okay. That's interesting. Month. September. Oh crap! That's a big deal, man.
Where the hell are you? Go back to your...
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Crisis Room, where we show live historical footage of a crisis and response, and analyze it, or learning what happened at the time. I'm your host Ryan, and let's get our crew into the time machine, over to Australia, present day, where many are suffering from not being able to get food and housing. This time, however, Edgar will not be here for historical interviews, as he is preoccupied in an event happened in 2001.
Inflation rates are slowing down. Maybe we can stop increasing the prices. Maybe even... No, it can't be possible. Decrease them.
Nah, my friend who runs Woolworths is raising the eggs to $15. And guess what we're gonna do?
Lower the prices, right, to compete?
Increase our prices to compete. Wait, are we supposed to say the same thing anyways? Where else can people go apart from Coles and Woolworths?
Genius! I'll get right on it. The people don't seem to like the price changes. Should we change them back?
Don't worry about it. They won't care.
Okay, so what should we do now?
I don't pay to slack off, so get back. Coles and Woolworths had a duopoly, and they both continuously raise prices. As Coles and Woolworths are the only main markets, people can only buy produce from them. Additionally, smaller supermarkets are less common, and yes, while some people in densely populated areas can easily reach some alternatives, a large portion of the people have to rely on Coles and Woolworths. Let's get our guest Mortis to see what the impacts of this are in historical interviews!
Sir, I'm homeless. Can you please give me some money?
Oh, hi, homeless. I'm Mortis.
Sure.
Why are you homeless?
My name is...
I'll give you $20 if you answer.
Sure, okay. I used to be able to afford everything, but after COVID, I lost my jobs, the kids, and my wife. So now I live on the streets.
Thanks, but can you also tell me about the housing costs?
And they keep on rising. I also think it's useful to know that a large problem is that foreign companies are inflating the property market by building factories in Australia. And since they're offshore, the economic benefits come to negative. I also hate how many of the rich people of Australia are buying multiple investment properties, which just makes it harder for regular people to buy housing. Now, can you just give me my money?
Right, Ryan, bring me back. I only have 60s American money, which I use most of which for, something.
Sure. Oh, wait, before you leave, my name is Edgar.
We can see that due to foreign companies and rich people buying investment properties, prices are reaching an all-time high. So as a small one-off, let's go to a potential future or solution and see how this could be fixed. This bill shall increase taxes on investment properties and decrease tax on first-time property purchases. Please elaborate on this bill. Are you stupid? It makes property more expensive on investment and makes it cheaper for people just trying to get their first house. You earlier mentioned something on fixing the duopoly. Yeah, this other bill gives tax bonuses to new small businesses, making it easier for them to make business. And fight with Colesworth, the duopoly of Coles and Woolworths.
I've heard enough. Do we pass the bill?
Aye. If this happened, then there would be cheaper housing prices and more options for the people. Thanks to Mortis for running historical interviews during Edgar's absence. And I guess that's a crisis, that's a possible response. I'm your host, Ryan, and you just saw a crisis and possible solution. where we show live historical footage of a crisis and response, and analyze, all while learning what happened at the time. I'm your host Ryan, and let's get our crew into the time machine, over to America, 2001, where Osama bin Laden, the transmission is getting hacked. Execute Project Mortis! Execute Project Mortis! 2 shillings. 2 shillings for the 2. That seems worth it. This is early. Nobody gets the crew to go in. But, ooh, Twin Towers. And Edgar will be there. That'll be fun.
Sir, what do you want from us?
Cotton Fields, 2 Mulberry Road. Now, get back to work. No, don't mind me, sir. That's just my like line. Okay, yeah, it's here. Thanks, sir, for the resources. You're welcome, Edgar. You stopped the planes from crashing into these towers. It was the least we could do. But why do you need transmission blockers? They seem to be in effect. We don't have any impact on our end. Relax, I'm saving all of us. But I have a question. Have you ever wondered why we all look the same? Why it all seems off? Sorry, friend. I don't know what you're talking about. If we all look the same, how would we be able to tell the difference from anyone? So my theory is correct. Anyways, it's really complicated, Mr. President, and I need an army. Best I can do is 5 people, buddy. Oh crap, you broke through! Mortis is coming! Edgar, I've had enough. Nice kit you have here. Well, say bye-bye. Anyways, Osama bin Laden's Taliban had organized the attacks. How you mean Edgar stopped them? What are we supposed to talk about then? He responded to the crisis before the crisis even, happened. Screw it. Mortis, execute Edgar and go back in time. 9/11 was a canon event. We have to, undo this. Hello, sir. Could you please direct me to the Twin Towers?
Huh? That way.
A few moments later.
Hello there, Edgar. That's better. Anyways, we can see that Osama bin Laden was enraged by the USA. So him and the Taliban and Al-Qaeda were able to hijack a plane and crash into the towers. Sadly, this wasn't the last. So let's get our crew over to the airport, where some more planes were also hijacked. Yeah, okay, so let me fool the airport into thinking I do not have a weapon. How should I do this? I have an idea. Okay, hi madam, this is my ticket. Please let me onto the plane.
Sorry sir, we do not allow, weapons on the plane.
Oh, I can assure you, this is not a gun. This is, in fact, I conveniently have gained a bit of weight in the shape of a gun. This is not a gun. I have just, yeah, you know.
Oh, it's not a gun? Well, oh, good. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah, thank you. So now I'm on the plane. I need to get in and, hijack it. Okay, this will be easy. Someone take me to the cockpit, right now! Right now! Thank you. Sir, the cockpit is right there. I love being a pilot. Almost nothing goes wrong, right, best friend? Yeah, bro, but, yeah, I agree. Being a pilot is really fun. I'm a bit tired, though. You take over for a bit. It's so fun being a pilot, so... Let me in or I'll kill all the passengers. I have a gun. Okay, so just don't kill anyone. To Manhattan. Okay, yes, we'll take this plane to Manhattan. Please don't kill us. 9/11 was a canon event, Edgar. I went back in time and undid everything. Edgar, you will not stop us, and I am but the first of many. And this is your last chance to get back to work. We already finished off your kid. No! I'm not getting back to work, and I'll die in these towers if I have to. Screw you, Mortis. Edgar Squad, attack! So you defeated them very easily. He's finally over. The first one of the three. Sadly the planes hit the towers, and after that many people were harmed. Since this episode has been a bit odd, instead of cutting to the response, let's shorten that section a bit, and let's get Mortis back again for an actual historical interviews! Okay, so, Osama bin Laden got... Oh, hi there, Osama bin Laden. After a successful attack on the Twin Towers, would you like to comment on your success?
Hey, who the hell are you? Tell me or I'll bomb your country and not.
Crap, I was just supposed to threaten him and not actually shoot him. Ryan, send me back a few minutes. So how do you comment on your success? Anyways, please answer his question or I'll do the same thing as I did to the other guy.
What the hell? You look both the exact same.
Don't we all? Anyways, answer.
No, I will bomb you.
Send in another one. 20 seconds back. Nice bomb there, mine now. Anyways, answer Osama bin Mohammed bin Awad bin Laden, or I will notify all of the US of your location and I will destroy your bomb collection.
No. Okay, the Taliban are very happy with this revelation. We have some more plans, but hopefully we don't get kicked out of Afghanistan after all. That could be a crisis for us. But no, that won't happen. We're fine.
Coolio. Now, Osama, why did you blast the planes into the tower?
Well, this one's easy. We're sick of all the influence the Westerners have over the Middle East. So we, boomed it.
As we can see, the crisis happened because the Taliban did not like the influence America had over the Middle East. Fair enough, but instead of reacting normally by, say, getting the help of another country, they, anyways, let's cut over to the response and see how America is going to respond to this incident. And this, kids, is why you should always evade your taxes. Mr. President, a second plane has hit the towers. We need to respond. What do you mean a second plane has hit the towers? Also another has hit the Pentagon. Crap, we need to respond quickly. Is it too late to save the people? Nope, another plane. Another one! Never mind, the people dealt with it. Oh, thank God. Look, let's just invade Afghanistan. That is where they are, right? But sir, the whole reason they are mad is because of, what was it again? Our influence in the Middle East. Who? Who what? This is a serious... Arrange the armies, hopefully before the election. We are definitely, screwed in that aspect. That's obvious. Anyways, okay, yeah, have fun with the kids while I set that all up. Oil? Oil? What? I think we need oil. Okay, which country has oil? Okay, yeah, Iraq, we can invade Iraq. Guys, we oil. I'm down. As we can see, the USA responded to the crisis of 9/11 by invading Afghanistan and Iraq. Afghanistan was invaded because of the attacks on the Twin Towers and Pentagon. To finish off today's episode, let's get Mortis to go and check out the battlefield in historical interviews! Okay, yeah, this place seems nice. Hey there, Mr. President, how's it going? Hey, are you with Al Qaeda? Did I stutter? Okay, my other troops are getting my, sweet, luxurious oil. Ryan, this guy's weirder than terrorist. Anyways, before we continue, to the viewers, this army is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is an amazing game, so, download it right now. Link in the description. Yeah! Wait a goddamn second. Ryan! This is our guy! The American president from the prophecy. Raid Shadow Legends came out in 2020, and we're in 2002 right now. George, you're coming with me. Get in. God damn it, we take out one and another one appears. We'll have to cut this out earlier. That's a crisis. That's a response. I'm your host, Ryan, and we just saw a crisis and response. Sure, a crisis for the crisis then. Where am I? Very interesting studies, Mr. President. Well, we've finally found you. How do you feel being destined to stop this show of mine? Who are you? Why do we all look the same? I've always wondered how none of you plebs noticed. You're all me, I am all you. This place enlightens those who enter. I am Ryan, and you are doing your part of the legend. The legend? It's all a bunch of crap, but the legend claims 3 heroes shall banish, me, a king, who we found relatively quickly when we started this whole thing, King Don. Let me out! I need to raise taxes! Let's see. He's a bit cuckoo, but ignore him. But you seem to be normal for now. Anyways, we have a king, we have an American president. We just need the guy, but the legend does not state specifically who. But it can't be any guy. It must be a guy with the silhouette in the prophecy. Let me just flash it up. Here. Well, anyways, so I did my research, went back and forth through time, and I found this homeless guy named Edgar. Morris went over to check on his past stuff a while ago, and yesterday we killed him. So yeah, not a problem actually. Why are you doing this? What is wrong with you? Oh, sorry buddy, out of time, yeah. He's gone. What will I do? I'm trapped here. I am Mortis, the ultimate life form, and I will defeat you easily, soldiers of Edgar. I will turn into a plane! New! Ho ho ho! I'm the oil man. If you're bad, you get invaded by the United States of America. If you're good, you get oil! Yay! And then you get invaded by the United States of America. Yay! Crisis Room, where we show live historical footage of a crisis and response, and analyze it, all while learning what happened at the time. I'm your host Ryan, and let's get our crew over into the time machine, over to the 1940s, where the Nazi Party had just won in Germany. Not necessarily a crisis just yet, but soon a pretty big crisis would happen which would change the world forever.
And this is why the Jewish are the reason we lost World War I.
Shut up. Anyways, thanks for voting for the Nazi powers. Now all you folks need to hop over to the military, cause guess what? There are a lot of Jewish people who need to be exterminated, and surprise, surprise, you folks are doing it!
Do we have to?
Yep, so anyways, we need to do that, and I'll arrange allies with Japan and, well, some of them. But we can probably wipe out the Jews with that amount of people.
I'm Jewish.
Anyone else have a problem? Anyways, we found a simple way to find the Jews. First, Rabbi, come up here.
Please don't hurt me.
That won't happen yet. But if you give me the list of Jews, he will win the grand prize of a brand new chair. My weakness. Time limits. Do I take the chair or do I save the Jews? Chair or Jews? Chair or Jews? Time's up. What's your choice? Chair or Jews? Chair! I choose chair here! No, I was supposed to save the Jews! Thank you. But it appears I don't really need you now, so, as we can see, Hitler's strategy to find Jews was a chair. That must be more. He forced the rabbi to give up the documents containing the names and addresses of the Jews. Let's get Mortis to Poland for historical interviews! Damn, Ryan was right. Taking a small vacation to Nazi Germany was a good idea. Practicing my shooting skills, on those Israeli works out. Ooh, a message. Okay, wait. Was I supposed to kill Nazis? Oh well, oops. Well, okay, interview with Hitler. That seems cool. Soldier M, you are on record to kill half the Jews here. We would have already lost this war without you. Oof, this is awkward, Hitler, but I'm switching sides. But I won't kill you if you answer a few of my questions. I don't follow, soldier. Is this treason? Look, dude, we both want to kill people, so let's make this easy. Why is your party called the Nazis? That brings me back to better days. I got that name a long time ago when I was ordering some pizza. The kid had a really bad accent, so he called it pizza. And the pizza was awful. He went, "Sir, the pizza has gone Nazi." Then I had a stroke of genius. I said to him,
Say that again.
"Sir, no, the last part.
Sir, the pizza has gone Nazi.
I like that name." And from then on, my party was called the Nazi Party. Nice, but why do you have that weird Hail Hitler salute thing? I'll summarize it. High five, soldier. Sure. See, that's where I got it from, but yeah. Yeah, that'll work out. We plan on going to Denmark and Norway. But final question, why Jewish people specifically? Because I don't like them. But for a full explanation, make sure to read my autobiography, Mein Kampf, coming soon. No sponsorships, not in my show anyways. The crisis happened. Hitler had plans to take over Denmark and Norway. And he did. He took over the countries and executed the Jews. Luckily, a lot of them ran to Switzerland and survived. Hitler planned to wipe out all the Jews and take over the world. Let's check out what the British are doing to respond to this crisis. Hitler keeps bombing us. Yeah, it's rough. Hopefully we win the war. But it's looking rough dealing with the Nazis. But we're going decently with the army. They're bombing us every day. We need to come up with a response to this. Stalin's forces are stronger than Hitler's. But Hitler's are more rallied. We need to stop them. And we need to take over Germany. But this will take a while.
Paris has fallen.
How do you mean Paris has fallen?
Hitler and Stalin have
I know what fallen means. You're fired.
Okay,
Get over here. I'm not done.
please don't.
Good. Look, I'll rally the Soviets and the USA. Now go away.
Where is Winston? He called us here.
I'm forming a team.
What are we? Some allied powers?
Say that again?
Mother Russia requires your help.
Oh my glorious Stalin. What do you need?
Child, go to your parents. I need men. We are losing the war. But now, you and your parents can help by joining the army for Mother Russia.
May I go into the army for Mother Russia?
Only for 16 plus, but if you sneak in, I won't tell anyone.
For Mother Russia.
For Mother Russia. Join Mother Russia today. Visit http://tinyurl.com/join Mother Russia. Mother Russia.
How dare he plug direct ads on my crisis room? Mortis. Well, anyways, Germany was in a bad situation. The USA, Soviet Union, and Britain teamed up against the Axis powers. So, yeah, they were kind of screwed. But, let's look what's going on in Berlin. The Allied powers is a smart name, admit it.
I still vote for Mother Powers. What is it with you and Mother? Mother Russia. You even call your bombs Mother Bombs. And your mother, Mother. I think it's a good name, but
Who cares? Allies, assemble!
what's motivating them? Where are our soldiers?
Switch sides. They claim the person goes to heaven. Wait, hold up. Whoa, what are you doing? Stop! Oh wait, don't do this. You can get rid of the D's and you will move on. I have to do this. It's the best choice I will live on.
You had a good run.
Hopefully you will go to the art school in the sky. I will accept my fate. I have lost and I will come back one day. Oh, good point. Hold up, I gotta kill my wife and dog. Fido, come here. How did they do? Okay, well, oh, Fido, you're here. Okay, so, yeah, we have Fido here. Honey, the dog's injured. What's the problem? Well, they're all dead, so, no evidence, so,
Damn, he's dead. Back to Mother Russia, Mother Allies. Have fun with Mother Japan. Goodbye, Stalin. May we meet in war again. On the same side, right? On the same side, right?
Goodbye. Hitler was finally dead, but the war wasn't done yet. The USA was still fighting Japan, and the new stage of humanity would begin. Let's check out the final stage of World War II in America, 1944, where the nuke was about to be invented. Guys, I figured it out! Japan won't nuke us now!
Finally, we are safe. Now we in Japan are on equal grounds.
America is safe now! I saved us!
Maybe they don't cause nukes.
Get out, German!
Dude, we'll all be a part of this. We'll be remembered forever as heroes.
Yeah, you'll totally be remembered.
Good job, Oppenheimer. We can bomb Japan immediately.
Hold on, what? No! Well, anyways, I'm smoking a cigarette. Do you want one?
No, the other guys are saying it causes cancer, apparently. That's new.
Damn, that's crazy. We need to make some rules to stop nukes from ever causing too much damage again. Some kind of convention. We're heading to Geneva. Would that be some sort of Geneva convention? The response was over. World War II was done, and Hitler was dead. Japan was nuked, and since then, no one ever followed through on Nazi values. Elon Musk did what? Well, anyways, that's a crisis, that's a response. I'm your host Ryan, and you just saw a crisis and response.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. I've full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Mortis, what's wrong? Where are we, Ryan? Soviet Russia. Mortis, what's going on? You created me for this. For your sadistic show. Say what you will about me. But my show, Mortis, you know, is more than just a show. I'm done. I understand why I'd be left, and while I'm not one of the three, I can still stop you. I'm sorry, little one. I may be naive now, but you will never forget. I saved him. I saved them all. Ryan, look after my slaves for me. He is coming. Edgar! I've killed him already! Crew, I'm coming back! And I've had enough of these people!